Kia ora, my name's Sue French and I'm a nurse with the Northern Region Health Coordination Centre, and I've been asked to do a live demonstration on how to do a rapid antigen test on yourself. I am today going to be using the Orient Gene pack, which comes with 5 tests in each pack. You may have seen something different. There are many different packs around the country, and it's just important that you read the instructions that come with your kit. In each kit, it will contain a swab. The swabs can come in different lengths. Don't be alarmed if you get a shorter one. You'll also get in the kit a vial which has some solution in it, which is what your swab will go into. On this particular kit, on the back of the box, there's a hole that you can punch through, and that allows you to stand your kit up while you're doing things. There's a lid that needs to go onto this vial of solution once you've taken the swab and you put it into the solution. Also in the pack there'll be a foil pack that contains the cartridge with your test in it. And when you open it and drop that out, you'll see that the cartridge has 2 windows in it. There's a small circular window here, which is what you're going to put your solution into, and then there's a result window, and that may have a longer window which has 3 lines, or it could have 2. So it's really important to read the instructions in the kit that you have. This needs to go on a flat clean surface, and it stays on a flat clean surface until you've read the result. Each kit will contain instructions, and it is really important to read these, as each particular type of pack may have some minor variations as to how to do the test. I've also got a tissue with me that I'll blow my nose before I do the test, and I've already just done this, so I won't do it for the purposes of the demonstration. But it is important to blow your nose just to get those secretions in the front of your nose out before you do the test. I've cleaned my hands, I've got a clean surface, and I've got everything ready in front of me. The last thing I need is some way of timing the test process. So I've set my timer ready for the functions that I need to do for this particular test. So I've got my vial with fluid ready to go, the lid and the kit, and I've read my instructions. I'm opening the pack. When we're putting the swab into our nose, it goes approximately 2 to 3 centimetres into your nose. If you're not quite sure how far that is, that's around about to the first knuckle joint on your little finger for most people. But it's worthwhile measuring it so that you know. This swab needs to go in. I'm going to turn slightly so you can see the angle of approach. And it goes into your nostril at a flat angle like this. Shouldn't feel any resistance. It just goes in 2 to 3 centimetres. Then you're going to take the swab and you're going to rotate it 5 times, nice and slowly, to get cells and secretions from inside your nose. You're going to take it out, and then you're going to do the other one exactly the same. If you're not quite sure about the 2 to 3 centimetres, it's roughly around that, feels like a bony bit on your nose. 5 times, around and out. I'm going to take my vial of solution, take the silver lid off, and I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to rotate it, this particular kit, 6 times is what the instructions tell me to do. And then it asks me to put this down and to set my timer for 1 minute to leave that in the solution. For the purposes of the demonstration, we've already done this, so we're not going to do that for 1 whole minute. But it's really important, again, to read those instructions for what you're doing. I'm going to squeeze the vial, and I'm going to take the swab out, extract it out through the solution, pop it back in the kit, and put the lid on. Some lids will click, others don't. Giving it a flick to mix the solution. I'm going to turn it completely upside down so the solution's down in the bottom of the dropper. This kit requires me to use 4 drops in the well at the bottom. I'm going to keep that in case I need to repeat it, in case it's an invalid result. I'm now going to set my timer to 15 minutes, and I'm going to wait. So I've put 4 drops and I'm waiting 15 minutes. And what we'll see on the kit is that the window in here starts to change colour as the fluid starts to move across the membrane. At 15 minutes, you're able to read your results. Some kits require 10, some tests take 20. It's really important that you read it at the time that it's required, It'll tell you in the instructions not to read it after so much time because the result becomes invalid. I have done a test before, so here's one I prepared earlier. It's really, really important that this stays on the table, that we don't lift it, because the fluid has to cross over the membrane, and it can't do that if you're holding it upright trying to read it. So it's really important to leave it on the table for the full time. So this test kit, this particular test tells me I've got one line in the C area, the control, that tells me that I have not detected the virus. If I had two lines in here, there'd be a line across the T that would tell me that it has detected the virus. And this is a positive result, and one that we would need to record. We record all results, but this is the one that we're hoping we don't get. So 2 lines. Some test kits might have 3 lines. If there's a third line, it's telling you it's invalid. In the instructions, it'll tell you what to look for if it's invalid, but mostly if you don't ever get anything across the C, it's telling you this result is invalid. You grab another kit out and do the test again. It may be something to do with this cartridge.